We need to use this.
Oh my god, the clacker. Should we do it today? What's your, like, craction? What would you say?
Show me potato salad.
Does it actually function? It moves, right?
Yeah.
Like it clacks? That's so cool. You said they've never sent you anything?
No. For 5 years with the old channel, I never got anything.
You never got, like, those placards? Or do you only get one at 100,000?
You only get one when you get to 100,000.
Well,
so
we're going to get one.
I've never got there. I was at 67, I think, on the old one.
Ugh.
Show me potato salad.
We're going to pull the page for you.
Let me go ahead and drop these here screenshots.
What do you mean trade left you? Go home.
That was the Inner Saboteur, but it was on the outside.
Hey everyone, it's Mera Mangle.
And Fabrielle.
And welcome to another Mangled morning.
Woo!
We crowned a queen on España.
We did.
The finale of España season 5.
Oh my god, Satín Greco.
And we'll talk about was that the right choice. And we'll talk about this format of the finale because they changed it up in lots of different ways.
Yeah.
We can talk about if we want to see it again on there or if we want to see it on other franchises or if we never want to see it again. Get those nuts away from my face. And then also full-on drama.
Yes, Canada bringing it to us.
Speaking of changing formats, Canada's Drag Race, with the Snatch Game / Design Challenge was very interesting. There's
and 2 beavers.
So many things. Right, 2 beavers.
And drama.
And I think very controversial decisions in some cases as well. So we'll get into all that before we get started. Make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like the video and join the Patreon where you can see all kinds of additional content you can't see on YouTube. Plus you're helping support the channel. Now, you can also support the channel by tipping on Venmo or Cash App, like Jeffrey K., who said, love the drag duel reference. I would love to see Orbit on 19. When are you going to be back judging Drag Duel?
Ooh.
Yes.
I
would do it. Didn't you do it?
Mm-mm.
I
did something with Drag Detective.
Right.
It was a a video defending Susie Toots' honor, basically.
I remember that. Yeah.
But that would be cool. Love that.
Also, big shout out to Ryan H., who said that Mangle Mornings is comfort show.
Oh.
Thank you, Ryan. And
bringing you the
Jeffrey.
comfort in this cozy time of the year.
Right. We're doing a little sweater week.
It feels like a slumber party.
Yours is really cute. Yours is, and it's like long.
Oh, yeah. You know, I like a big sweater.
I do, too. I do not like a tight-fitting sweater.
I mean, it can be cute on the right person, but it's not the fantasy. I want to feel the oversized sweater fantasy.
Maybe if I'm, like, full-on Mera. But also,
like a tight.
She's not gonna wear sweaters either. She's
I could not fathom.
And we get hot.
I couldn't fathom Mera in like a little cardigan. Maybe in her day.
When I did Mama from Mama's Family.
Oh,
but
true.
If I'm doing a character.
As a character, right.
Or like when I did Jamie Lee Curtis from Everything Everywhere All at Once. I feel like that was very like.
Yes.
You know.
With the hot dog fingers. Speaking of hot dog fingers.
The girls are each other over on España.
Oh, no.
Also, you can tip using the YouTube thanks, which we'll go over some of those at the end of the video. So let's get into España first.
Are you happy with the outcome?
Absolutely. How about you?
Yeah, I'm very. I had some issues with the lip sync choosing arrangement, but I liked the winner. Let's just say that.
I think this final episode, even though there was multiple elements, I guess, for the final challenge, it kind of all felt irrelevant in terms of, like,
you kind of knew.
17th season.
Yeah.
She's
been slaying it.
And I feel like this year, with the winners we've had, we really needed to end with one that, like, felt correct.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's on the same page. I have not heard anyone that didn't want Satín to win. Because, like, you're crazy. You're crazy if you don't.
She's been killing it this whole season and just...
And this whole the theme with the twist was the heart. And she also literally was the heart of the season, too. So, like, you couldn't ask for anything better in terms of... Like, imagine if it was somebody that didn't... It would feel wrong if it wasn't her, like somebody that had all that heart to show, too. You know?
I thought I could have been Laca or her. Those are my top 2.
And see, Laca was missing that element for me.
The warmth.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, just being able to be...
They were my top 2, though. I was, like, upset that they didn't get to... I wanted them to lip sync as the final. You know what I mean?
We'll talk about those lip syncs in a second. But before we get there, speaking of Pajama Party, they had one. They each, like, met with Supreme one-on-one. I was surprised at how... like, these didn't get very deep. Like, it was very, like...
Yeah.
Fluffy. They
it
even
was
played
surface level.
Yeah, they even played Truth or Dare, and it was very fluffy too.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was thinking it was going to be like Tic Tac lunches, and in a way it was.
You wanted them to be more traumatized.
No, not really. I just was. I was anticipating it.
Right.
That's all they do that day. Then they leave. They come back. New day in the workroom, and then what they do is they talk to each other in a mirror. And, like, they go, like, everyone sits down, and then they all talk about the girl sitting down. And it's really beautiful and genuine and sweet, and you can really see how close the girls are. Because this has become a tradition on España at the finale. I don't think anyone else does that. And I just now am realizing that they do it every year. I don't think it hasn't been, like, every season, but it's definitely been the past couple.
Yeah.
But this group, like, you can tell with Mama Greco.
They care about each other.
They're really going to be family.
Yeah.
Like, Mama Greco calls the 11 of them her daughters now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just like really heartwarming.
They're giving in their little huddle, that screenshot that you got, it looks like in Cat's Eye, how they start touch because they stack their heads on top of each other. I know you're like, what are you saying?
I think Cat's Eye is a music band.
Yes, they are a music band. A music band. Well, yes. But that's what it's giving me. But yeah, no, it is so sweet and heartfelt. And that part of the episode I like. But there's something about finales that I'm never like, they're never my favorite episode.
No, but you know what? Because this episode, things were happening in a weird order, it didn't allow me to tune out the same way I normally would.
Oh, it kept you on your toes.
Yeah, because I was like, wait, what's happening now? Because then after this, they go out to the main stage, and there's no walking the runway. They just come out in lip sync looks. And it's like, okay, so are they going to have a final runway? It was weird that they came out. They filmed the music video. We didn't really see.
Because normally they do runway and then the lip sync look.
Right. Like they're going to do their final runway, and then, if there's a lip sync moment that you're going to change for, you're going to do that at the end.
Right.
We also didn't talk about the fact that there's basically two main challenges for the finale.
Music video.
There's a music video, and then there's also a lip sync tournament for the crown.
And I loved that music video. I thought it was gorgeous.
The music video was shot very well.
It was very high quality.
Moulin Rouge.
Budget. Yeah, very. Looked like the Moulin Rouge set. And I liked the cutaways to the dancers. That was really cool.
Dancers were great. I liked everything except for, which I didn't put in here because it's rude. I did not like some of the close-ups of their face.
I thought, I didn't mind the close-ups, but I hated the one that was, coming from under.
I would refuse.
I'd be like,
no. No one wants to be shot down like that.
No
Unless you're, a masculine man doing porn. Why would you want that angle? You know?
Right.
Because I know they're about to do a lip sync tournament. It was hard to really, look at the music video in a way that felt like I should be judging who's doing the best. Because it felt irrelevant in terms of the competition. The music video was for funsies, is how I felt.
I felt they all did.
Yeah, everyone did
well
fine. Yeah.
in the music video, though.
I actually thought that Margarita's, verse, she really, it, had the most energy, the most personality. It's a surprise.
She was giving me a little bit of Jimbo in that red latex look.
Jimbo meets Christina Aguilera.
Yeah.
It's very that. And then they get critiques. But the critiques aren't about specifically the music video. It's just them giving these
over the season long. Yeah.
Everything before the lip sync tournament, at a point, I was like, this is all unnecessary, though. You know what I mean? Because there's still more things that are going to happen.
Right.
The first lip sync was between Margarita and Nyx. And then the second.
Now, how did the outcome of that, did you agree with that?
I thought that one was pretty clear.
Honestly?
Nyx, I love Nyx.
It could have been a double elimination.
I thought that Margarita could give it more energy, I think, in general.
Yeah.
But her lip sync was pretty on point, pretty smooth.
I just couldn't look. The nipples were coming out.
I know.
Immediately.
Because I actually that was one of my favorite outfits she's worn, but she just ruined it.
I thought I think the breastplate is nice, but if you're going to do that, I think you need butt pads.
She either has...
You need bigger butt pads.
All season, she's either had the big baby doll boxy silhouette, or she wears a breastplate and then she's top heavy.
Baby doll boxy, that should have been her drag
Baby
name.
doll box.
I didn't really like Nyx's outfit either.
I hate the ball outfit.
I love bows.
Yeah.
But those were haphazardly placed, and it didn't feel like it
That's
fit.
a crisis.
It looked like a design challenge.
It looks like she was going through it.
Yeah.
To get that together. Her makeup looks stunning.
No, always.
I thought Nyx... That's where you could see that she's still new. You know, with her movements. It felt a little,
she hasn't
chaotic.
Found her movement vocabulary
As
quite
to where
yet.
the difference was you could see Margarita was in control of herself.
If I had to pick one to win the lip sync, it would be Margarita. Yeah. I just like, neither of them really gave me what I wanted.
This next one, though,
so good.
It was the first time we've ever seen Laca lip sync, and I was surprised that she kept up with her. They both could have won this one for sure.
No, and it felt a la like season 9 when it was like Shay and Sasha were lip syncing against each other, and I was like, no, that's my final 2. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what happens with the whole.
I know, and that's why I hate this format. Because I'm like, no, my like top 2 now the 12-year-old girls are gonna be like, she was 4th place, and I was like, no, she's really 2nd.
First of all, I don't know why you're calling me a 12-year-old girl, because you know we're gonna do that list next week,
right?
No, I thought because Laca is the only queen all season that never lip synced, and I was shocked that she could move like that. Because also thinking about it, it's like, well, we have. In the musical, she didn't really dance. She did do girl group, but it was like girl group movements, she was really going.
She got to shine.
And she was really sexy, too.
And I love both of these outfits.
Yeah.
They
both were prepared.
They dressed correctly. And the energy of the song was really good. I loved it.
So this song, when it first started.
It's a cover, right?
Well, I thought it was Celine Dion's Drive All Night at first.
It did sound like that, too. I thought it was Celine Dion.
In the Patreon chat, they were like, that's funny because this lady, her whole career has been compared to Celine. And apparently they were like in Eurovision one year together, too. And it was it wasn't a cover of Drive All Night, but it sure, I mean, eventually I realized it wasn't, but it sounded very similar.
And similar energy to it.
Yes, like you build up, it slows down, very that.
It was gorgeous, though. Both of them did so good. And, I just loved it.
After their lip syncs, the top 4 go into Untucked, and they talk about what just happened. I thought that was also weird.
Yeah, the whole, like you said, it just I kept being like, wait, what?
Nothing was in the right order.
Yeah.
I thought that was the most vulnerable Laca has ever been. Her just being emotional. I wanted to win. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in myself. I was like, okay, I can see maybe who you are a little bit more in there,
I don't think we've seen the last of Laca.
Well, they announced
that was right.
I mean, that's something we could do, too, down the line. Wish list for España Season 2 All-Stars, because that was announced. After the first 2 lip syncs in the tournament, we take a break, and then we get into our gowns with the eliminated girls. Did you have any standouts from the eliminated dolls?
I mean, Denebola was
incredible.
Just gorgeous. And
that was definitely, the top. Also, I loved Escándalo.
Yeah, that was gorgeous. Yeah. And the makeup, stunning.
Escándalo is the queen this season that was just unfairly cut too early. I would love to see her on All-Stars too.
That was so. Both of those 2 looks were so stunning. Nori, when she came out, I was like, is that a Bora? For 5 seconds, and then I saw her start to walk. Not Abora, Ahura. Sorry, I've been watching Dragula. Not Abora, Ahura. She looked like her.
And then she started to walk. Yeah, no.
And I was like, oh, okay.
Then our top 4, Santine's was the one.
It was
incredible.
Expensive, luxurious.
The hood was everything.
Oh, yeah.
And then the hood came down, and it was just...
so stunning.
She looked like she was the winner.
She looked like she... ruled the country. She was gorgeous.
She is running the country. Yeah. She is the queen. I wish the hood would have been up a little bit longer because
it was pretty with the hood up. Yeah,
it was
and that silhouette is so strong with that hood for sure.
But I mean, it did fall beautifully and sit perfectly. Yeah. And then during the lip sync, she ripped that off.
I know.
It came off really easy.
See, that's what.
She was prepared.
She was ready.
She knows,
Mother was ready.
Right. I like the idea of Margarita's armor mixed with the soft material.
They just look like 2 different looks put together to me, though.
Yeah. And then I really wasn't crazy about Laca or
I was
Nix's.
A little disappointed in Laca's. I was like, I know you got better stuff than this. All season long, she has looked so gorgeous. And this is pretty. It's just not...
It doesn't
what
feel
I would
like
expect.
finale.
No, it does not feel like a finale. And I thought, actually, really liked Nix's. I just didn't like that hair with it.
I feel like Nix's...
I wanted to...
I did love the hair.
I
did love the hair, but I think you're right. I think different hair would have been better with it. The Nix's outfit looks messy.
Yeah.
I see what she's going for, but I feel like it's not the fit, maybe some of the placements.
If she had... I would have styled it differently. I would have hoisted this up. I think if she had done, sexy office siren, glasses and an updo with pencils in it, or, and then, tailored it a little bit. I see a little bit. A little bit. I don't know. But I see the vision. I just don't think she took it there fully.
I see what she was going for. As to her Lacas, that feels underbaked.
I don't know
What that
I don't know.
doing.
I was confused by what the...
Looks like you got, like, Crystal Forever's shoulders on your hips. Like her cape or something, you know?
You amputated Crystal Forever and you put her on your hips.
That's like something she would wear, like big old dramatic shoulder.
Yeah.
Then that final lip sync, I thought the final lip sync was fierce.
It was wonderful.
It was really good. Even without knowing the lyrics.
And I liked when they looked right at each other and, like, kind of held hands and, like,
they had, like, a moment.
Yeah, it was great. And I thought they both did a really good job. It wasn't, like, one or the other.
They were very even.
Yeah.
I will say, though, the difference was Satín is able to use her costume as well. And her full body more, you know.
She put it around and she conveys the story for
Margarita did sell it with the face, though.
She held her own for sure.
I love that obviously Satín wins and that's correct. But I love that they ask her to do a walk and she's like, how am I supposed to keep this in? And Supreme says something like, you'll figure it out. Like, no one brought pins to pin this thing in if you want me to really walk it.
Right. See, when the Miss Americas are crowned, they, like, have 16 bobby pins that they plug right into their hair.
So she flipped it upside down. I thought that was kind of fierce and funny.
That is fierce.
I feel like she really was herself at all times. And we know that lady.
I think, like, she was really brought to my attention at the Snatch Game. And she slayed that. And then from then on, it just really felt like her season.
That and then that improv challenge. She was the only one that did good at that improv challenge. So she really had to carry that. She had her struggles the second or third episode, but she was literally on top. Besides that, she slayed every episode. Let's move on to Canada.
Ooh, so juicy.
And
juicy maple syrup.
This was like, what, the third episode? Or third or fourth?
I think third.
It's random for this to be the week that they
do Snatch.
Because this feels like it's a pretty big twist.
Yeah, it is.
For only half the queens to do Snatch Game, and then the other half to do Design. Brooke's reason behind it was that they're the two that the girls struggle with the most. And in a sense, I can see that, but, I still would argue that I don't think they're evenly matched challenges.
They just require such different skill sets.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard. You can't really compare them.
You can't,
no.
You know. Right, they're literally not doing anything. They have nothing in common with what they did that week.
It feels like Brooke wanted this for herself. You know what I mean? Like, that's why she said, like, if I was competing, I would know exactly what I'd want to do. And I can tell you it would not be Snatch Game. But, I really enjoyed this twist. I thought it was really cool.
It brought drama.
Fun. It brought drama.
And the episode was the best episode of the season so far.
This might be one of my favorite episodes of the year.
Yeah, I would say so.
Like,
because it was exciting.
Yeah.
Good drama. And the, we'll get to Snatch Game.
It felt like everybody had a storyline going on.
Yeah, I think
maybe that was because Ebony was trying to start alliances with all of them.
She went around the room, right. I think when you break them into groups like that, it's harder to get lost. I would say the Design girls, maybe, like, some of them didn't really have much of a story.
Yeah, they were more backseat, for sure.
Like, everyone who played Snatch Game was a main character in the episode.
I can't believe poor PM not getting to pick.
Right. From the preview last week, I was a little underwhelmed with what happened.
Yeah, because it was like a one-time, she was like, I can't believe you did that to me, and then she let it go.
Didn't pick her. I thought if Hazel was going to pick anyone, it should have been Saltina who gave her the Beaver.
And honestly, you didn't want to be picked because the girl who didn't get picked ended up getting to choose anyway.
Right.
So it was like the person
and one Snatch Game.
Right. Exactly.
The only person I did not believe as they were going through picking them was actually Hazel. You remember what she said when she walked up to those boxes? I'm going to go for a risk. And then she picked Design.
Yeah.
As soon as she said that, I was like, bullshit.
Right.
Maybe if she meant that sarcastically.
Yeah.
Like, girl, no, you're not doing that.
No,
you're taking the easy way out.
Yeah.
During Snatch Game, the other girls who...
could watch.
They were watching Snatch Game. I'm like, don't they have to be working on those looks?
I wonder if they could...
make time for all that.
Right. And, it was like... Maybe it would have been good if they had, like, provided something, like, storyline-wise with how, like... Or just memeable reactions, you know what I mean? Like Aja, how she always reacts to stuff and it's an instant meme. But they weren't really giving us anything like that. So I would have been like...
Either way, yeah.
I personally would have been like, hey, can I go work on my...
Yeah.
I really did enjoy this twist, though. And, whereas, España's, like, switch up in the order just kind of confused me. This one made sense to me, like, storyline-wise. And I think also just having, like, Icesis and Pythia there made me so excited because they were great.
They were great.
And they were, like, good examples because they excelled at both of these challenges, you know, like Snatch Game and design.
Let's get into some of the drama. So you talked about PM and Hazel.
Yes, and Ebony starting all her alliances.
She went around to everyone and, like, first trying to do an alliance with Velma, say, oh, we're both women. Let's have a woman's alliance. She was going around trying to get her after that.
Yeah.
That was wild.
And that would be a really cool alliance to have, like a girl alliance.
Right.
I love that idea.
Instead, it's like literally.
But she was doing it with everybody.
The
so
worst, because like she said she had an alliance with her, but she's trying to get her.
Right. She's actually Regina George.
Right. I felt like they were saying because she's been in the top. We've only had 2 episodes, and she's not somebody who's even won. Like, why are you not going after the girls that won? Because they're your friends, or what? Like, I just felt like them saying, like, oh, Velma's the front runner.
Yeah.
And that's why they're trying to get her.
Honestly, Van Goth feels like she just does whatever she wants.
Yeah.
And I don't really think there is a lot of rhyme and reason to it, you know?
And I felt like Ebony was giving me a little bit of, like, Mistress and George's energy of, like, she just wanted to stir the pot.
Oh, she feels so unserious.
Right.
She feels so unserious about this. She's not meaning anything by this. This is a joke. This is not... You know, like, and I live for that. That's cute and fun.
Because she's doing it all with a smile, so it's
and
like
it made for fun,
TV.
Colorful TV. Like it was funny,
and it played out in the story too. Because the last girl she tried to make an alliance with was what is her name? Maya. And Maya, what I was happy about was that Maya was like, yeah, you're right. Velma's really good. She was like, but. Something about, like, friendship with Velma. So at least she was upfront with Ebony. I see what you're saying, but I'm not going to do that. Let's talk about the Snatch Game. Icesis and Pythia. They added so much to this. They need to have queens up there every time. They should bring Jimbo and Lemon up for that. That would be great too.
Wow, that would be so good.
Because they were both great at Snatch Game too.
They were, and I just love, Pythia's Zeus, I could watch a whole, like, skit about it, like, just one skit. But it's just so funny, and like, and I loved when Icesis dropped her accent, and Brooke was like, "Where did your accent go?"
When it was the question about Pythia.
Yeah,
she's
like, "Read this, man."
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Honestly, Icesis is the MVP of this for me because she also read Brooklyn down a few times. Like, some of the stuff she said felt like it would not go anywhere, and then it would be like she'd make fun of Brooklyn's butt since she had a flat ass.
Yeah.
You know, like stuff
she's
like that. That really, like, kept the energy up and, like, made it fun. And also, that's what was so good about when Brad was there, is Brooklyn needs to be made fun of because, like, you need that balance because her energy is so Brooklyn.
Yeah.
It just made the whole thing more fun. Some interesting choices for the actual queens, though.
Yeah, how do you feel about the choices of celebrities? I think Flava Flav
was the
obviously
worst one.
Horrible, wrong. Why did we do that?
Before she even did it, she said, well, Shea Coulee did it and slayed it, and she's my hero, but I could never do it as good as her. Then why are you doing it?
Yeah.
Then we watched Snatch Game, and she don't know a damn thing about Flava Flav. Every answer was clock.
She knew that he had a clock. That was
like,
it.
You don't even know him.
TikTok on the clock. What's funny, too, is, like, even if all you know about him is that he has a clock, we can still make other clock references. You know, like, you know what I mean?
None of them were clever. Well, first she says the clock's broke, and then she starts saying the clock does work.
She could have said we're running out of time.
I think that, right.
I got 2 hands. You know, like, there's so many things you can do with a clock, even, if that's all you got.
Yeah, no.
And I thought Justin Trudeau, good choice, just not great execution. I think Justin Trudeau, well... I'm like, could he be funny now that I think about it?
He's not particularly funny.
No, he isn't. I guess you could do, like, a caricature of him, because that's what Snatch Game is. But he doesn't have a lot there.
I feel like he doesn't have enough of a distinct personality to, like, really come... an angle that I could come up with.
He's handsome and...
Right.
Attractive. A politician and...
Recently single, right?
Oh, is he? Oh, I didn't know.
Because there was rumors he was dating Katy Perry now.
Oh, I think I did see that.
Temporary.
Yeah. Albert Einstein. How did you feel?
I was pleasantly surprised. We didn't see a ton of it, but what we saw, like, was committed.
I just feel like there's so many things you could reference to that she just didn't get a chance to. Maybe it was on the cutting room floor, but, like, the E equals MC squared, you know, theory of relativity. Like, you go so many different routes.
Some of the stuff, like the gun show, was one of the jokes, and like that's irrelevant to the character you're playing. That's for Saltina to show off her arms, nothing to do with Snatch
I liked
Game or
the
this
Oppenheimer joke. That was funny. That was funny.
But I would say, like, if there was going to be a top two, it would have been Saltina and Maya. It was definitely the only other good one, basically.
And I thought Marjorie Taylor Greene just...
For
Why are we... I'm just over... I'm like, I don't even want to see Republican people anymore.
Right. And for the little bit we know of this character of Sammy, it makes no sense for her to do this character.
No.
Like, it's just such a...
She should have done, like, Katya's dumpster girl.
Well, she already did that. But, like, she should have done somebody that's nuts.
Yeah.
A crazy person like her.
Like Tan Mom.
Yes.
Somebody, like, there's
something
so many
in the realm of her world.
Yeah, like a reality TV show star, not Marjorie Taylor Greene. That has nothing to do with her brand.
Yeah, it is very random.
Yeah.
I was nervous about the Teresa Caputo, because we've already had a good one.
You think Fifi's was good?
Yeah, Fifi did a good job, I thought. She didn't win, obviously, but it was good.
No, it was good, yeah. I'm trying to remember it. I actually can't.
She wasn't able to...
Was she in the
top? She was in the top, but she was top 3, but not top 2.
Okay.
Katya and Alaska were.
Oh, right. I think I was love Katya and Alaska's. But yeah, I thought she did really good.
And what was...
I thought she did even better than Fifi.
I do too, because what this had that, like, carried it was the fact that all the improv with the other contestants and, like, the in-between stuff.
And with Icesis even.
She used the whole speaking to the spirits to perfection.
Yeah, for sure. That was hysterical. I've wanted to see a Keke Palmer done on Snatch Game for a while now. And this
could be.
She said one Keke Palmer reference and then that was it.
The thing I think about Keke the most
what?
is she has a very specific speech pattern.
Yeah.
Where it's like a sitcom character.
She is.
It's like it usually starts off slow and then speeds up a little. You know, like that's how she talks, and she kind of says everything like that.
Yes. No, she has a specific cadence to her voice. She should have said, "I'm sorry to that man." Did she say that? I don't even think she said that. I'm sorry to that man.
Right.
Like,
yeah, there's lots of things you could say, even if you can't talk like her or like look like her,
or make a. Spell something out. Make a Aquila and the Bee reference. Like, there's so many things.
Go all the way back.
I didn't think she was the worst.
No.
For sure.
There's 3 others that are worse.
Right.
Icesis and Pythia did the walkthroughs, too. Icesis's outfit, I want that. Like, it
was so cute.
I would wear that in drag. It's like, because it's very, like, Janet.
Oh, it is? Yeah.
The black and the harnesses. And
Janet
so cool.
does Jughead.
It's very cool. I wouldn't wear without the head.
Right. I just love just seeing Pythia, because so handsome. And I love that she got to have the beard the whole week, too, because she did Zeus.
But I felt like...
Their comments were really helpful.
They were solid walkthroughs. Yeah, Icesis was, like, really giving it to the girl.
Icesis was like, you need to put a backing on this, and da-da-da-da-da, and they didn't listen.
Honestly, Icesis could be, like...
a permanent judge.
She was...
And she joked about that.
She was incredible in every point.
And Brooke was like, not too much, or whatever. Like, she was like... I loved it, too. One of the girls was like...
Icesis also looked amazing on the runway.
Oh, my gosh. The hair. And so cool.
Star was the only one that really just didn't take her feedback. And she let her have it for that.
I mean... I think she could have been safe if it wasn't so droopy and she took some of the trim off.
Well, let's talk about that, because let's talk about these runways. I mean, obviously the right person won. That was stunning. That was great. To me, it reminds me of like an entrance look.
Oh my God, yeah. I mean, and it was so cool just to hear. I mean, I could definitely see both Icesis and Brooke wearing this too.
That's
like
true,
they said, like it's stunning, it's beautiful, the silhouette is great, and it's done so well.
Mm-hmm. PM's was the worst.
I mean, God bless her. She tried to sell it, and she can dance so well, and the makeup was cool. I liked that. The, like, lashes as a mustache thing that she did on the makeup.
If there was going to be a top 2 for this group, to me, I thought Star was the other top.
I know.
I think it's better than the other 3. I don't think she should have been bottom at all.
I mean, it is a little... I definitely agree it's over-designed.
But, to me, you take that Star off, and it's passable. Like, it's not egregious. And also, I would much rather someone be ambitious versus, like,
underwhelming. Yeah. I mean, the Velvets were going like 2 different directions, but
yeah, but she made a gown and like it. She did. It actually was well fitted. Besides
and I
the
like
floppiness.
That those 2 colors together are quite nice. That like burgundy and that gold.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, when you look at it, like, some of the placement of things don't make sense.
The trims and
but,
the beading
just
and the appliques.
basically everything.
Yeah.
But the actual like, it's ambitious. And
Yeah.
it's like, she was
I
going
would
for
have
something.
rather see her dress at a show, I think, than Hazel's,
Right, and I don't understand it. Like with the ribbons, it looked like a Fashion Nova dress,
Right,
It's very
which they
that.
did on Canada. They did
Cocktail.
a fast fashion challenge. Yeah, it's very cocktail. It's like a holiday party.
Also, the
I don't
wig,
either.
the wig line on that should have been bottom worthy
With the
alone.
sideburn out.
Right, like the wig needed to come up further, or if it's just not made for your head, it's not made for your head. Let go and let God.
That's some of the girls. Do you know what they do? Is they get the wig commissioned, but it looks great on that wig head,
right.
and then you put it onto your head. And your head is bigger than that wig head.
You need to at least bring it forward. You can bring it forward. It's still not going to
forward.
cover fully, but it's going to go better than having it that far back.
Bring it forward, and you can also add barrettes or something along the line. Like if your sideburn is sticking out, put something there.
I mean, you got all that ribbon. Why not put that red ribbon?
Oh yeah, a little red or a little bow. Yeah, something. And I thought Dulce's looked, serviceable.
Yeah, it was.
I wish she had a titty. If I just saw this, I would think it was a singlet. It kind of looks like a singlet that she turned into a gown, But the placement of her stones, gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved her styling, really elevated it for me.
Yeah, you get what she's going for, and I like that she had the drama, a little bit of drama.
And
with
that
the
color
look.
looks gorge on her, too. And different than everybody else.
It's nuts that they had the queens that played Snatch Game the day before get back into their Snatch Game drag.
I thought that was so weird.
It was so
to
silly.
be on the runway as your Snatch Game character, and I would have hated it if I was Ebony, because her outfit from the bottom half, it looked cute from this up, but from the bottom half, I was like,
oh, I didn't even notice that.
It was just a skirt, but it was just I would have
no one looked ready to be on, even
no.
Even Maya, who won, she looks like she's going to the mall now.
Yeah.
Now she's standing up.
I thought that was such a weird choice.
Now that she's not in character.
Do you think we're dumb and can't tell who's who?
Well, and I wish they would have just done generic runway for them.
Mm-hmm.
Because
just come and look nice.
Anyone who wins Snatch Game also. The runway is a factor in that typically.
I guess maybe they to make it fair because the other girls wouldn't have gotten to show that runway.
They'd have to show another look.
Yeah. But it was just
That's why this is all, these two challenges together.
Doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Yeah.
I like the idea of this, but in the future, I don't want them to do it with Snatch Game.
Maybe do the Rusical and Snatch Game or something. How did you feel about the choices that the girls made with the Beavers? To me, I would have had the other two people in the bottom, Velma and PM. But they
definitely PM, because PM was just so bad.
Yeah.
And I don't think Star even deserved to be down there. If I was judging, I would be I don't know what, that's how I would look at it. It's yours was one of the better looks, and you went for it, so I wouldn't put her in the bottom.
Right.
Karamilk's, I think, was the worst Snatch Game because...
I felt so bad for her, too.
It was a repeat character that she knew that wasn't going to work, and she doesn't know. Versus, at least Velma tried something new. It was a character we hadn't seen before. Mm-hmm. It wasn't just repeating something poorly.
True, yeah. That's a good point. I didn't think about
Karamilk,
that.
I think, was the worst in Snatch Game.
At least Velma was trying.
Right.
Yeah.
It just didn't land.
Right. I felt really bad for Karamilk.
Popped out.
Because she didn't have no lashes on.
Right.
Could they not... You had the time to put a wig... To put a wig on and change your outfit, could you not have done a little eyeshadow,
some
a little
eyeliner,
something? Because it was bare face. Almost.
They could have just had all 5 of the Snatch Game girls, or 5 or 6. What if they all just came out in lip sync looks instead of
that
would have been
something.
fine.
And but this lip sync was so good.
Was so evenly matched. I didn't know who it was going to be.
I had a feeling it was going to be Karamilk because she was hitting. They were both doing all the moves, right? Karamilk's had musicality to it.
A lot of spinning.
Yeah, a lot of, which I live for. But Karamilk's had more musicality to it, and I felt like Star was
doing things to do them.
Just doing things to do them, yeah.
She has a full breakdown.
Oh my God.
And for the first time ever,
Brooklyn.
I don't think Brooklyn's ever got up.
No, and she showed her slides too.
Right.
I lived.
Vulnerability for
Brooklyn. RuPaul would never.
But you know what I liked? Brooklyn wasn't trying to be like a Nikki doll. She still delivered this pep talk like Brooklyn. It was still very matter of fact. It was hey, da-da-da, da-da-da. So it felt very real. It
that's
felt
how you know
very
it's genuine.
Yeah. Like, she wasn't trying to be a softer host.
It didn't feel performative.
No, yeah.
It just felt like, hey, I know this meant a lot to you. And I'm sure she probably knows her, too. Suki Doll makes looks for her.
Right.
You know, so and that's her mom. So I'm sure she probably knows her, has seen her around.
Yeah.
And that hurts. She's second out. Second out is a tough spot.
And to be fair, like,
I don't think she deserved it.
She didn't deserve it at all.
I don't think she should have been in the bottom either. And honestly, like, it could have been a double Shantae with the lip sync.
Yeah.
Because it was so good.
Yeah. It just felt rude.
It was good TV. I really hate saying, like, and they traumatized her, you know.
Now, here's the thing.
But
I don't think, I never thought she was going to win the competition. She didn't feel like a player for that.
No, yeah.
But
she's still a little green. Yeah.
I mean, I've thought that so many times in the past, girls, and then they, like, surprise me, or they grow in the competition. So, like, who knows what would have happened.
Yeah.
I just felt like, she was just not really seen and was just cut.
She had more to show us, for sure. I felt.
Yeah. And she was giving more than some of the girls were giving, I felt like.
But I do think I really want Karamilk there, too, you know?
Right.
And you could tell Karamilk cares so much about this. I just hope that she can show it.
Last week we had just started to get to know her a little bit. We heard about her dad, her dad and all that. And
I hope we get to see.
Hopefully there's more layers to Karamilk.
Yeah.
They're very different.
That was good. Like layers to Karamilk, like a candy bar.
Yeah.
And chocolate. And
okay. I didn't realize that was clever.
I thought you were making a joke.
I wasn't.
I didn't realize that was clever.
So they were worried about Velma, who is given the Beaver, but
she's got 0 wins.
Out of nowhere, Van Gogh is now already 3 episodes in, won 2 of them.
She's doing really good, and she's making good TV.
Definitely.
Maybe ruffling some feathers along the way, but, you know.
That makes good TV.
That makes good TV. Why not? What's the next challenge? You're just supposed to
It's the roast battles, like how they did on the All-Star season.
A rap and roast?
No, how they did on Canada versus the World.
You mean like Lemon and Miss Fierce?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The bitchy roast.
Yeah, just the one-on-one.
Reading, yeah.
One-on-one reading
Which
roast.
I didn't like, but I know a lot of people liked.
I liked it, but I don't know these girls well enough.
There's a lot of them, too.
There's a lot of them still. I feel like that's something you got to do later in the season.
Maybe they'll be in groups of
3?
Well, that'd be a group of 2 groups of 3 and a group of 4. Which then it might as well just be 2.
Yeah.
Just do the roast if you're going to do that. But also, that's a lot of girls to do the roast.
I like the one-on-one reading, but I think that should be reserved for an All-Stars when we know the girls better.
But I'm so excited that Alyssa's going to be there. And they are utilizing this bitch
she's
so well.
She is working.
She recreates her little iconic roast writing in the workroom.
Her,
Right. They show her writing jokes and living for it. And then she also is doing the walkthrough. Like, they are putting the guest judges, especially the Drag Race queens, to work.
And I'd love to see it.
And they're doing a good job, too. We see Karamilk say, I don't want to be mean. And Alyssa said, it's a roast.
You gotta be mean.
Is that Sammy? I believe that's Sammy. Sammy's doing, like, kind of like a Laganja monologue.
Uh-oh.
I'm wondering if Sammy's going to do what I've said for years. That would be... I think... if you pull it off the right way, could be amazing as a roast, is basically do like a parody of Alyssa, like do a parody of the worst roasts ever.
Oh.
And it kind of looked like that's what she's going to do.
You could do that. It just becomes very meta, you know?
It has to be the right balance. Because also it can, if it's not intentional enough.
But she's really funny. I honestly thought she did really well in that acting challenge. I thought her character was funny.
It just felt too similar to Katya's character for me. I feel like we saw who she is in that lip sync. But in the actual comedy challenges, she's in the Snatch Game and that. Like, I haven't seen it yet. But maybe we will for this. Because this is one where it's not a character. It's not a commercial or group challenge.
Making it a character.
So let's see.
I'm just really liking this season so far, so hopefully that it stays good and doesn't teeter out, you know?
Right. That episode felt like a new level of momentum, so hopefully they can keep that going.
For sure.
Let's get into the YouTube thanks. And up first, my contribution to the Mera Mangle Makeup Fund. I appreciate it.
What could you get with $5?
Well, it's going to go towards the fund.
Towards the fund.
And I get like...
I was like, maybe
I get like $250 of that.
Right.
I need foundation. That's the only thing I'm waiting to get that's expensive because it's the shipping too with Krylon. Because I have to get Krylon.
Can you not get it on like Amazon?
Not my shade. I've searched everywhere. Yeah.
And you are like a particular shade.
Yeah, because it's like $28 for the paint stick, which is not bad because it lasts like typically like a year. They last a good minute, but it's the shipping too. It's like $15 for shipping. It's so expensive for that little tube. Is like that tiny little tube.
Yeah, that does not cost.
It's $15 to ship it.
Yeah.
You're crazy. Up next, I wonder if this season of Canada will follow the trend that we've seen the last two, where the bottoms in episode 1. One will be the first boot, which is what happened to Paulo. If you think about the actual first, wait, well, no one was in the bottom of the first episode. Maybe they mean the first bottom 2, which was Paulo, and then the other queen gets 5th place. Week 2, our first week with the bottom 2,
right?
Where Paulo and who's the other girl?
Sammy. Yeah.
So maybe Sammy will come in 5th?
Maybe.
That's interesting that many girls that's happened to.
Yeah.
3 seasons, or 2 seasons in a row. This would be the 3rd.
I just feel like Canada's so unpredictable, though. You know? Because it's just, like, always crazy stuff happening up
I
in
mean,
the north.
still good content, but, like, the winner
content.
has been pretty...
the winner is...
predictable.
Predictable, yeah.
And it does feel like... Van Goth will be the next one. Also, isn't that crazy? Venus, Virgo, Van Goth. All those V's for Canada winners.
Oh.
And they all won the premiere episode. I mean, it does feel like Van Goth is the girl to beat.
VV, flip it around. Good witch.
Amazing content as per usual. Thank you. Also, someone has mentioned Sissy a couple times to me. I don't recall who Sissy is.
Van Goth reminds
me.
I think I said Van Gogh reminds me of Sissy.
And I was like, who is Sissy?
Yeah. She didn't wear shoes on the runway. Do you remember that?
No.
Like, just a tight, with no shoe. Because she thought
that does sound familiar.
It was just her tight foot.
Something yeah.
And, like, on this train dress. And I was like, girl, did you not think we were going to see your feet? You're walking on the runway. But anyway,
Well, she's up first. That makes sense.
But
I remember Terra Nova. I really liked her.
And Sissy's the one that says, that'll do. That one. She's like, that'll do. Do you remember that? In the improv commercial
This
challenge?
is what you said to me last time. And I was like, are you talking about the movie Babe?
I've been here before. Yes, I do.
Like, that'll do, pig. That'll do.
And I was like, no.
I don't know. That's not her phrase. Well, let us know what you think about the finale of España and Canada, if you're enjoying this season. And what do you think is going to happen next?
And congrats, Satín, Greco.
Yes. Or if you feel like she doesn't deserve congrats, leave that down below. Which is nobody.
Right.
I have one last thing to say today. Glad you got to see me. Or us. Thought I was alone. Glad you got to see us. Bye. I've never done that on accident before.
That is so funny. Glad you got to see me.